Oh, we're rolling now? Hey, internet fans, Spectre Senence here once again with Spectre Ames. This is our rematch after our good little fight that we just had earlier on X-Wing. So we're going to do a back-to-back. We have the night to pretty much do that. Again, one camera. So we're going to kind of do the little handheld thing. You probably will, from the first shot that I kind of did, you'll see more Spectre Ames. So entertainment value for there. You like that?
Yeah, we try.
But this will be our pretty much our first look at the HWK 290, right?
Yep.
You are running who piloting the HWK?
I went with Jan Ors.
Jan Ors. Why did you go with Jan Ors?
I'm trying to remember what it was, but specifically what they did, I'm trying to remember specifically what the ability was.
All right, we'll reach over
blanking on it now. Okay.
Range ships getting.
When another ship is in range 1 to 3, when they're attacking, if I have no stress tokens, I can receive 1 stress token on Jan Ors to give them an additional die on the attack.
So there you go. So yeah, nice little combo. I think I remember when I did an unboxing on him. I think he definitely highlighted like, ooh, extra attack. That's good.
Definitely.
We're interested to see the tactic on this because previewing this, he's a very delicate ship. 2 duty, 4 hull, 1 shield.
Yep.
So that's a pretty dicey thing to kind of watch on this guy. This support ship. So
that's kind of why one of the reasons I decided to stick with the B-wing. It definitely seems to be much heavier, harder, more of a not really as heavy as the Fire Sprayer, the Millennium Falcon, the large base ships, but it is for the small base ships definitely a ship that can take a real beating.
Yeah, and it's smaller. Which, if you watch the last bat rep, you'll understand that's a damn good thing. So, and not to mention you got a barrel roll with that. I think the B-wing is definitely becoming a very popular Rebel choice.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking it. It's looking like it's going to be a good ship to go with.
Cool. Well, to go against Jan Zor, I'm going to bring back in the system, I brought Kath. And the way I went, I wanted to go back to some of her basics, but it ended up me like overloading her. So she's like super decked out, you'll see in her army build thing. Which is crazy. And another 2 of my favorite ships are Interceptors. No name guys, I usually go with Dark Curse, but so I got Kath, I'm happy with that. I'm going to go with the Interceptors. So I have the 1 big ship, and from last bat rep, not another ship to get in the way. So we'll see if we have that. It's 3-on-3 the way it's looking. So this will be a very interesting battle report. And it's good to have Spectre Ames here again to throw down with. So we'll see how this game goes. And again, we're on the brand new mat, so that's we'll have a good time with that.
Yep.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. All right, this beautiful little nebula of our new mat. All right, Rebel forces are pretty much in the center of this area. So Arvel, Jans, and I don't know, what is the name again?
Beastum.
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 Crazy duo.
Beastum.
All right, so Kath has got her interceptors on the far side here, so you can see this. We got some good distance there. We're going to do, once again, we're just going to kind of go through the maneuvers and recap it, and then we'll go straight to the action to kind of see how everything plays out. All right, so the Imperials, the Interceptors are really just flashed right up front. Kath has done her, she's got 2 focus because she has the Recon Specialist, which allows her to double up. The A-Wing moved up hard, Arbel boosted, and guess what, he didn't hit anything. That's a joke from last bat rep.
He hasn't hit anything yet. Yet.
And the B-Wing is being supported by Jans right there with the focus there. So Jans starts it, he's not in range of anything. So it'll go right to Kath, and we kind of figured Kath was already at range 3. She has a heavy laser, so that's 4 dice. So we're going to drop those down on Arvel. So there's a 2. I can change one of the focuses to a hit. Actually, with marksman, oh, the heavy laser is going to go the same way, so that's fine. So 3 there.
You're okay.
So you have 4 dodge.
4 dodge dice.
Yep. 3 regular agility, then 1 for the range 3.
Yep.
And
only 1.
Only got 1, so that will take both his shields. So already Arvel's out without shields. Different game from last bat rep.
Yep.
But it's not over. It's just the shields.
Yep.
Pretty much there. So that will go to 6. He can hit this interceptor, but it's range 3 and through an asteroid, or he can straight hit Cath. Of course, at range 3.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at Cath.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a stress token on Jan.
Okay.
To give him the ability to give
An extra attack.
an extra attack die to Arvel.
So Arvel will go from 2 to 3.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So let's see what he can do back. Well, he still shoots like
That's pretty good.
A-wing. What is you with A-wings, man?
Yeah, the A-wings are really good. They're the first letter of the alphabet. They shoot really well.
Wow. All right. So Cath will now have 3 dice for 2 agility, 1 for extra range 3.
Hey.
What is Cath?
Okay.
Cath the cat. Wow. Well, that was probably the first part of that. So
Yep.
I guess we're going a little bit lucky there. So, all right, and the interceptors can't see anything from where they are. So that will be the interesting turn 1. So Cath got the shields down and nimbly dodged him back. So unbelievable there. So cool. Let's see what happens. All right. So basically, the rebel forces have pretty much moved forward. You can see the B-wing is ready to get in grips with the Imperial forces supported by Jan's Or. So got that pretty well. Tricky thing is Arvel wasn't really sure what he wanted to do. He felt unsafe because he moved before Cath, so he was going to boost, decided not to, went to the evade. So if he boosted, he probably would have got out of Cath's arc. But he's definitely drawing their fire, so if you want to save the B-wing. And the interceptors are pretty well lined up as well to kind of move in on his play. So pretty well, good shots all lined up. So with target locked on between the ships. So the B-wings got 1 ship on the outside. Janzor's got the TIE interceptor on the inside, and of course Cath got Arvel all lined up. So let's see what happens here. We'll start with Janzor's, which I assume is going to be firing range 3 at that interceptor.
Yes.
So 2 dice, 1 dice. Sorry.
1 die.
Yep. And that will hit.
Hits.
So this is going to be 5 dice for the interceptor because he's at range 3, stealth device, and agility 3. And he easily dodges the simple shot from the hawk. So that puts it to Cath. Cath is going to roll 4 dice on Arvel here. It's got target lock, so he's going to re-roll 1. That's not mean nothing. And the rest are all easy hits here. So
3 dice.
3 dice dodge, yes. Got 2
of them. And spend the evade for a 3rd.
Yep. And if you do that, you'll get stressed because of Cath is for clearing a critical. So that nice. So he survives.
Yep.
Survived that pretty well. That will go to him back. He can't really see Cath back, but the B-wing.
Yep. The B-wing will now go ahead and fire.
Yep. Which I think was, we said, range 2.
Yep.
Range 2 for the outside interceptor.
And I will go ahead and put a stress on
Jan's.
Okay,
so we're up to 4 dice.
4 dice. And I do have a target lock on this one.
And target lock to reroll the last one.
Yep.
So focus of a miss. So again, those will be 4 dice to try to dodge 3. And we'll only get 1, so it takes 1 damage and a crit. And the critical is treat all turn maneuvers as red. So damage engine for this ship here. Mark it. Okay. And now the interceptors will fire back. They're going to fire back on this ship here. So range 2 for that ship. It's 3 dice. Turn the focus into a hit for that guy.
Okay.
And you will have
He
4
gets
dice.
4 dice because of the asteroid.
Correct. Oh my god. Alright, so apparently even from last game he is rolling really hot.
Yep.
I'm going to take range 3 at the Hawk to see if I can cause some issues there.
Okay.
And no focus, but 2 crits, so 2, you have range
2
3.
dice plus range 3
Yep.
plus an asteroid.
Yes.
So 4.
And he gets the 2 dodges.
2 of them.
So no problems there. So we're back to maneuver dials.
Yep.
Alright folks, this is kind of funny and ironic that I just did the maneuver that in last bat rep Spectre Ames did to me. So Arbel just bolted out of town a little bit more here. He didn't boost this time. Put the target lock on Kath. Kath kind of moved through. From there, all the interceptors K-turned, which caused this little pile up for there. So the B-Wing and the Hawk lost their action. But the B-Wing can still shoot either interceptor at range 1.
The B-Wing?
No, Kath. Genzor starts.
Yeah.
So this is the one that's damaged with 1 hull left.
Okay.
So you'd have 2 dice on it.
Alright, we will go ahead
But
and use...
you have this one target locked, which is close range, but it has the most damage.
I will go ahead and drop the blaster chart. Use the... Now, does the card get used up? It says attack focus.
Nope, it doesn't get used up.
Okay.
This one.
So I use the focus. Spend the focus to...
So it'll be 3 shots. Yep.
Yeah. Take 3 at...
Okay, so you can actually attack Kath if you wish. And this is the damaged one? Yep.
Okay. I'll try and finish that one off.
Okay. And so 2.
2.
And 3 of the vents. Got 1, but that's enough to kill it. So, again, another interceptor down. And then Kath goes. Of course, Kath has no range on any ship, so the B-Wing can't shoot, nor Vel. The interceptor can fire, though.
Yep.
Point blank on Ibistim. And 3, so he's going to take some shields off.
Yep, he has 1 defense.
Yep. And got 1.
2. No, sorry, yeah, 2
1.
get through.
So, yep, 2, 3. So 2 shields are down on Ibistim. So he's down to 3 shields. Alright, and then first blood goes to the rebels.
Yep.
Once again. Alright. Literally, this is like a turnaround from last bat rep, I swear to God. This interceptor has now moved a little bit forward, and the B-Wing crashed into this interceptor, which Genzor followed and crashed into the B-Wing. So, only the interceptor got the action, the other 2 lost their action. Kath kind of rotated around, trying to get some maneuverability, where Arbel, he did a nice little K-turn, so we'll go from that. So, basically, you only have range 1 on the interceptor, though, because you're not in base with a B. Yep. So you can put 2 shots into him.
Indeed. But I do have the target.
You do have the target lock from before, which you can spend now 1
spend
to get 2. So wow. All right, so he'll take the focus because he can't do anything else to dodge. So no loss there with the stealth device helping.
Yep.
We go to, well, thing is now range 3, I think, for. Ooh, no, actually 2. Range 2 for Cat. She's gonna use the heavy laser. That gives me 4.
Yep.
And ooh, change the focuses to hits.
Alright.
So that'll be 3. So you have 1 dodge. 2 dodge. You're
2 dodges.
Yeah, you're agility 2. And because of no focus, so that will put 3 right through. So 1 shield down. And then 2 damage. Bang. Bang, and you're down to half health. So all of a sudden the game would change a little bit. That was one focus token there. Ibiston cannot shoot anybody because he's in base contact, but
I think he's got range.
Just... I got the camera, unfortunately. He is just out of range. Yep. Minuscule. I was able to put the whole chat thing right down, so that was close. So, in that turn, some bumper car action made it pretty bad, and Kath's little maneuver set some instant damage on the Hawk because he didn't have any action to protect himself. So that will cause Spectre Ames to think about his game plan here. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so we're back into the moving here. First off, Kath has really made her turn, and she is, I swear to God, this is a who goes chicken. Kath right down with Abel. He dodged her before, straight up with the target lock. He's got an evade going on. He's got some serious situation here. But the one little thing he may not be realizing is this little Alpha Squadron interceptor did a nice little nifty move behind the asteroid, curved it, barrel rolled around to protect himself, and he's in a good spot to kind of aid. Now, Spectre Ames said he's really botched this.
Oh yeah.
B-wing went to the asteroid. Janzor's went right behind him. Your maneuver dial was wrong. Just didn't take it out.
Yeah, I meant to turn the B-wing to the left, but I selected B-wing turning to the right, and Joe went right into the asteroid instead of kind of clearing out and getting out of the way.
So a 3-turn maneuver, these two just banging each, but this time the B-wing doesn't have the interceptor in front of him. He took an asteroid, and that Avenger pilot is out of the way. So basically, no focus on Janzor, which pretty much puts anyone else on a firing arc for him, so he's not going to be able to hit anything. Kath will start with 4 shots directly into Avel.
Yep.
And see how that works. He can change this. He's going to reroll this for the target lock. So that's awesome. These are focuses. Now with marksmanship, he's going to turn one of these other ones to a critical, then turn the rest of these into hits. So that's what marksmanship just did for Kath. So he's in a world of trouble here. But he can dodge all of it with 3 evades. Plus he's got 1 token down. So he gets 1 out of the way, plus 1 out of the evade.
There's 1, and that's going to be the hull.
Yep, it'll be 2 and the crit, and that's enough to kill Advil rate pretty much to pace though. So Advil is out of play.
Yep.
And that was...
I knew I should have boosted him.
Yeah, he should have boosted. Each time he should have boosted, he would have had a lot more of that. So now that pretty much takes away the event. He can't shoot, he's on the asteroid, and that takes away his shot, which is fine. Advil is gone, so 1 ship down each.
Yep.
Alright, so maneuvering in, the Alpha Squadron Interceptor, he did K-turn, so he's stressed moving in. The V-Wing has cleared the asteroid and locked on to this Alpha pilot, so he's in some situation here. Let's see how this plans out, because this is going to take some time to kind of have this, I think, this system work out. I can kind of see what Carl's going to do. I'm really going to try to load up on this B-Wing to completely eliminate this Alpha guy, but he's got to stay on the board for that pretty much to happen before Kath, who just maneuvered in a great position, locked him up. You remember he's already damaged pretty badly, so he's got to really hope that Kath doesn't really hit him as bad. So we'll see how that puts himself in. So go ahead, Kath. Do you want to use your whole gun turn on him, or do you want to save it for your B-Wing?
Janors?
Yep. Because I know you have a focus you can spend for that blaster turret, right?
Yeah, I could. I'm going to do that to give them... Or, actually, no.
That's for when the B-Wing, I think, activates. So it's like you do have a focus.
Yeah.
But that focus also might help you survive.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of firepower coming at you.
Yeah, might as well try and shoot you.
Okay. So use the 3 dice, because it's a secondary weapon. Doesn't get the upgrade up.
There's 3, yep.
Yep. That's the A-Wings.
Yep.
So 1 hit.
Yep. We'll spend the...
That's my target lock on you. So 2 dice. Kath will dodge it with her own evade. No need to use the focus on that. Which actually, she doesn't have it. Sure, B-Wing has the focus. Hit the right ship. So basically 4 dice now coming from Kath to the Hawk on Janzor. We're going to re-roll this with a target lock. That's going to be a hit. I think this is going to kill him. Because with these marksmen, we get to turn this into a critical. And that into a normal hit. So he's only got 2 evade.
2, only going to be able to save 2 of them, so that's going to get 2 through.
Yeah, so he's pretty much
Yep.
dead. So take the 2 cards. That takes him out of the play, and Janzor's gone as Kath has eliminated him. Alright.
Alright.
Could be down to 1-1 though, because the B-Wing now has range 1 on the Alpha pilot.
Yep. We've got range 1 on the Alpha pilot.
And I think you're spending target lock to let him loose the protons.
Yep. We'll fire the proton torpedoes.
So these are removed.
So
That's going to be 5 dice. Ouch! Holy Lord.
Yep.
And you'll get to turn
and I
any.
do have a stress, so I can re-roll 1 die.
And you have a focus for changing any eyeballs over.
And because of the proton torpedoes, I can change up to 3 of the blanks to focus die.
Oh! So turn 3 of the blanks into focus dice. Turn the focus into hits.
And all 3 of them?
Yep. That's a nice combo.
Yep.
So now he's got 5 hits on him. He's got 4 defense dice, so something's going through. And he didn't even clear any of that, so there you go. 1-1. Bam.
Yep.
So he blew that little load. Gone. I think the advanced proton torpedoes are eliminated though. So here we are. Alright, so clearing some stress. And
You've got
oh my god, just got range.
just
Touching.
got it.
Range 3, so I'm going to use the 4 laser, heavy laser. Oh, I can change using marksmanship. Turn these into hits, but I can't turn it into critical. So I can only use the 1 critical that it was. Whoops. So
Alright.
you have a 2 dodge, 1 for range,
2 dodge.
1 for your agility, 1 for range.
Yep.
So, ooh, got 2 of them.
2 of them.
So it'll be 2 shields, so the crit doesn't get through. But that turned that little. Now you have to be very careful now.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. All right. So basically, the B-Wing now has done the K-turn flip. Kath has moved forward, established a target lock. It's at range 3, so again using the heavy laser. We'll use the target lock to change these 2. Wow. So turn the focus. I can turn one into another critical, so I will do that. So this was 3 crits and 1 dodge, 1 regular hit. 2 dodge at range 3, 1 agility 1, plus the range 3 will give you 2 dodge. Wow, nice.
Got
so
2 dodges.
1 and the dodge, which you already have stress, so that's not going to do anything for that. But 2 criticals will come out. First one is what?
Stun pilot.
Stun pilot.
After you execute a maneuver that causes you to overlap either another token ship or a token
Receive a damage. Alright, and the other one is console fire. And what is console fire?
Actually, one of them got through.
Yeah.
The shield.
Yeah, I already took that off.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 crits.
Yeah, no, we had the 2.
Yep, but I hit you 4 times. I had 3 crits and 1 single.
Oh, I thought I had 4 saves. Oh well. Second one, console fire. At the start of each combat phase, roll 1 attack die on a damage, suffer 1 damage.
Alright. So you need an action to kind of get extinguish it too? Is that what the work on?
Yeah, action I can flip the card over.
To get rid of it. Alright. So target lock is gone. You're again at range 3, so you're still alive with 2 damage on it. So 1 left on the B-Wing, and it's been
3 dice. When I'm attacking or defending, I can now I've got a stress token, so I can reroll 1 of them.
Okay. So you don't have any focus, so you need to reroll that, and a crit.
Yep.
So I'm at range 3, so it's 2 plus 1. And I don't have any focus going on for that. So basically 2 hits go through, so that'll knock off her first 2 shields.
Yep.
Alright, so we got the maneuver going on here. Kath has turned into it. He tried to kind of clear a little bit more distance. So Kath will be firing 4 dice, range 3+1. Target lock is on, so we will expend that to reroll one of them. Missed, but I get to turn one of these into a critical, one into a regular hit. That's 3. He only has 1 dodge, so that's going to be the at least one more in the hull for him to go through, and that's going to take out the B-wing. So eliminated there.
All right.
A little different that way there, that game. All right. Well, that's the second and final game, and spoiler if you're watching this one now, because this will be the second one I put up from this, so get a chance to back out if you haven't watched the other one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, spoiler alert. Now we're out 1-1.
Yes. So we will be having more games, and we will have to break this tie.
Yeah. Both of us. It's funny. We definitely played the same way, reverse for each game. Like my game, I did not move my ships very well and struggled as you flew around them and picked me apart. And in the second game, you saw you did the same thing, flew into your ships, and I flew around and picked you apart.
Yep.
So, but at least in this game, you did play still better because I still lost 2 ships compared to the other bat rep. If you watch that, which did not go well at all. But God, I can't believe the marksmanship. I've never really kind of used that card. That made Kath like lethal.
Yeah, she was just like one-shotting ships.
Yeah, I didn't see.
They weren't heavy, but
true, but I just didn't see that. I mean, it was kind of like I got the target lock, got the reroll, turned the focus into like that with that card into other hits, which really turned the percentage of the dice into a lot more effective hitting.
Yeah,
and then if you got through any criticals, she was still putting the stress on. It was just very methodical as she kind of went through that. I was like very, very thrilled by that matter there.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely, she was the hero of the game, and that definitely won the game for you.
Yeah, because obviously she took out all 3 ships. She basically lined up Admiral Heat. That was one thing you had to be a little careful of. He was so fast for you that he flew out of his protection of the other 2 ships.
Yeah, that's one thing. And I think in the first game I had with the pair of A-wings, they were able to stay together.
Yeah.
And cover each other and make sure that wherever they were, there was a pair of them, so they had the increased firepower and protection kind of thing.
Yeah, your combo was block and pick.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And this one, once I got Abel out of the way, it turned into now you had to try to help. And the Hawk was a nice ship, though. We gotta say it's a nice ship, but it's not the Rock in a game like this.
No, definitely not.
Where you were used to like the X-wing could do, have the maneuverability, have the firepower. If you actually don't maneuver the Hawk very well, because you had rammed into the B-wing several times, so you lost a lot of focus on him. But if there is a combination, I think you have to be a little careful. My thing was, I think he was pretty good with the B-wing. My first view of the Hawk is I think he might be more magnificent with a YT-1300.
Yeah, definitely. Something that's a little bit slower, because it's definitely not very maneuverable at all.
Yeah.
And it needs something that the enemy has to focus on instead of it, because
Biggs
is very light.
Biggs could help too. Biggs is one where you have to draw any targeting would have to go to Biggs, so the Hawk could kind of get into a little bit more and do that. You did have a nice little thing with the auto blaster and the focus thing that turned that ship into a lot more punch than I thought it was going to have. So that was cool.
Yeah, which is nice. I mean, having the blaster turret was really nice. It really increased the firepower. But then again, I don't think really looking at the ship the way it's set up, the person I went with, Januars, boosted the other people. I don't think the ship is really supposed to be
the hitting power.
The hitting power of the ship. I mean, maybe an ion cannon instead.
Yeah. My thing when I looked at Janzor though for myself, I think I'm gonna try to do a bat rep down the road, maybe possibly with Spectre Fedsen, is I'm looking at Janzor. I'm gonna try to use him as well, but I think I want to use him with Wedge, because he can get the stress and give Wedge a 4 kill with 1 agility taken away. I figured that would give Wedge a lot more of a kill capacity.
Yeah,
especially if he got
really,
close.
It looks like a good combo.
Yeah, if he got close, that's five attack dice to a lowered agility. So I think that, as I said, the Hawk is a support ship. You got to be careful. You just didn't maneuver very well in this game. Like I said, I didn't maneuver very well in the last game. So we both had some errors. But overall, I think it was still a very, very exciting game. It was very intense. and then like I said, Kath was the hero. She was, it was fun to break her out again. She didn't die in the last game. Like I said, I kind of conceded because man, I took a beating on that one. But this one, she was total turnaround with a lot of a heavier loadout, and man, like no missiles this time. I went with that heavy laser that I enjoy with that range that just kind of pounded the shields off, working things off a little bit and setting things up. But that marksmanship combo was like lethal with the roll. I did well.
Basically, you were getting three or four hits on each of your volleys.
Yeah.
That really changes the percentage of the dice, like you mentioned. Really talks about really skewing the effects and how hard she hits.
Yeah, and it may be something more for you. Like having the 2A wings was definitely nice, compatible to you because you were rolling very, very well. It wasn't an easy game. Spectre Ames did roll very good. I mean, those A wings with the ranged maneuverability and stuff like that. I think you might want to be looking at stealth device too, because if they don't get hit, it's a 4 agility on them, much like an interceptor. So some good tactics. Comment below what you guys think. We definitely like some things.
Definitely go ahead, give us your feedback on it, and let us know what you think of it.
All right. So again, subscribe, and we're still looking for 100 subscribers as the state of this video. So there's a chance for you to win this awesome game. As you can see, there are many more of us Spectres that play this. So definitely do that. Subscribe. We get to 100 subscribers. You may be one of those lucky winners that win this X-Wing miniature game, and we will catch you with some more bat reps down the road.